Hi friends, welcome to my third update of my No Pan Left Behind series. So in this series, I'm trying to rotate through every single palette in my collection, two large palettes, one medium palette, and three singles each time to use every shade in every palette so that I can get to know what my eyeshadow collection really is like, and to possibly declutter or rate some of the palettes so I know how to use them going forward. So that's kind of the goal of this project, and let's get right into it from last month. So last month I had a pre-made just a typical palette, and then a singles palette, which I counted as a large palette, and then a medium-sized palette of the Huda Beauty, what's this called? Coral Obsession, as well as three eyeshadow singles. And lastly, there was another medium palette that I randomly picked from my drawer last time, which is from Beauty Counter, and the brand has since closed. It's just a holiday palette with very pretty colors actually, and I did enjoy using these, but I really just have a lot of this type of shades, and it was a clean brand, so the shadows are kind of getting a little dusty and losing their pigment much faster than your conventional brands. So I decided to declutter this from the project through using it as part of the exercise from the last month. So I'm very happy about that in a way. I mean, I'm not happy that I wasted my money, but I'm happy that I'm zeroing in on my favorite products within my collection and kind of letting go of trimming the fat, if you will. So since the start of this project, I have decluttered now two palettes in total. One is the Too Faced peanut butter and jelly eyeshadow palette, I believe, and then this one is the next one. So that was 9 shades, and this is 4, so I've decluttered a total of 13 shades from my collection. What that means for my low buy is that I'm now allowed to buy any combination of 13 shades or 13 shadows, whether separately or together in a palette, to enter into my collection if I wanted to. It's not always what I want to do, but I now am allowed to do that by my low buy rules because of the decluttering. So I'm very happy about that as well. Let's talk about the other two palettes that I had chosen, or I had randomly chosen from the collection. This is Urban Decay Naked Heat. I know it's no longer talked about that much anymore. It's in sort of old news, but I really enjoyed using it. I did think I may declutter this as well because you basically get the same look from the palette, just kind of a warm, heated look, very appropriately named. But I enjoyed the warm, heated look. I enjoyed it so much. In fact, I made a one week, one palette video. I haven't finished editing that yet, but when you see it, you'll see this in action for over the course of 5 days, and me trying to come up with different looks using this palette, using every shade in this palette. I think I'm going to try to do that going forward if I can. If I like a particularly popular or talked about palette that's in the beauty community, I'll try to do a 1 week, one palette with that. Drop a comment if you would like that, or if you don't care about that. if you think that's a good idea or not, I would love to hear. This one is Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions. This one came out to be more of a sunset eye. I really enjoy these colors. They were just beautiful, and I really loved them. They were so pretty. Now I will say once again, you get the same look out of this palette every time it's a sunset eye, but it's a beautiful sunset eye. So this was also on the chopping block. I was this close to decluttering it because the formula is not very impactful. It's kind of satiny. It's just not as pow as I'm used to, but then I'm starting to get used to Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath formulas, which isn't always fair to compare to. So this is a good palette. It's not the best palette I've used, but it's not the worst. And I did very much enjoy the sunset eyes looks that I came up with this palette. So for now, it will stay. I may just let it age out of my collection, as in I'll just keep it till it goes bad, even though it's not my favorite. But it's also not my least favorite. I really did enjoy it. I won't swatch it because I don't think this is available anymore. Otherwise, I would swatch it. I find people swatching the palettes is really useful in the videos that I watch, so I do try to do that. Now this one is just a not a pre-made. Why do I always say that? It's a singles eyeshadow, not a pre-made eyeshadow palette that I picked as a large format palette last time, and I enjoyed using every shade in it, so much so that actually I have nothing to declutter from here. I enjoyed every single shade, and I don't necessarily have doubles of any of them, at least within this singles format. I don't have any doubles, any dupes, so I'm keeping everything for now. And this will go through, I feel like, much more intense second and third rounds later in the next year or so. That's when I'll get really deep into, really ruthless into decluttering. But at a first pass, all of these have survived. So okay, so going forward, I'm going to be rouletting again the eyeshadows from my collection. I just think it adds a bit of fun to the series. However, I'm going to be making a big change. I found having so many palettes in one shot. So this was all the palettes I had last time, plus 3 singles. So that was too much. That was too much for me, and I decided that from now on, I'm just going to do 1 large palette, 1 medium palette, and 3 singles. I still need to do 3 singles because that's not much, because they're three distinct little shades on their own. I just feel like I can give you a more quick update and more often update. So I might not have to do monthly updates. I could do possibly an update every 3 weeks. So that'll be fun. So all of that said, let's get into it. So I'm reaching into my drawer now. I'm going to insert a B-roll of what it currently looks like so you can see where I'm storing everything. I'm storing some larger palettes up top, and then some medium palettes down below, and then single shadows are in a different drawer of their own. So I'm reaching into 2 drawers. So right now I'm reaching into the drawer for the large palette, and I'm just taking out the first thing I touch. Oh my gosh, it's this one. It's Lolita Porvita from the old Kat Von D brand. I guess it's not Kat Von D anymore. KVD Beauty now. Look at this palette, you guys. I love this palette, and I love this shade most of all. It is so gorgeous. In fact, I think it's a dupe for one of the purpley shades that Pat McGrath has just come out with in her Petalmorphosis palette. I wonder if it's very similar, but I love this palette, and I don't use it enough. And I was just commenting on somebody else's video that when they showed this, that this never gets talked about, and it's such a gorgeous palette. Her eyeshadows, this brand's eyeshadows, the way they pick the color story is top notch, and it's very nuanced. It's not simple colors. Anyway, I love this so much. I am so happy I got this. Okay, but it's a lot of shadows, so it's 18 eyeshadows. 18. So that's the large eyeshadow palette I'll be working with. So now I'm doing medium. Okay, Nabla Cutie palette. Nabla Cutie palette, yes. Coral. And this is the palette. Oh my gosh, so pretty as well. So this is a medium-sized palette I'll be working on this month, going through every shade. Oh, so pretty, you guys. Okay, now I'm reaching into the upper drawer for the singles. Okay, this is called Choco Excess by Sephora. So it's kind of like a chocolate color, slightly shimmery. Oh, that's actually really beautiful. Okay, I'll swatch this for you next time. And that was 1, 2. Okay, this is not so exciting, but Best of Me Powder Kiss, just a eyeshadow for highlighting. I just wanted to use it for highlighting or cleaning up eyeshadow looks, but you need these workhorse shades as well. So that's 2, and then 3. Oh, no, this is a Marc Jacobs. Okay, so I'm reaching for my last single eyeshadow, and I keep getting cheek products that are small, so they're in the same drawer. I'm trying to find an eyeshadow. Okay, there, finally. This one's called So Quiche from ColourPop. It's this beautiful purple gold duochrome. Oh, look at that, you guys. ColourPop they can really do it sometimes. Anyway, so this is much more manageable. I feel less stressed about this. So these are the options I'm working with this month, and I can't wait to dig into them. They're such beautiful colors, perfect for spring and summer, and I'm just so excited. So please follow along. I will swatch these for you next update and tell you how I feel about all of these palettes. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.